The purpose of this video is to show you the basics of Google Sheets. So to get started, we're going to open up a Google Sheets where we're going to go to our Google Drive. And when we open up the Google Drive, we'll just go to New, and we'll do a new Google Sheet. Now this will open up our Google Sheets. So we'll start with a blank document. Now the next thing we need to do is name the Google Sheet. So once the Google Sheets opens, we can click up here where it says Untitled Spreadsheet when it's ready. And we will be able to name our spreadsheet, which will actually save our document. So this will be Google Sheets. And we'll just name it Google Sheets. Well, that's a mess. Let's just fix that. Now, if you mess up, you can just go back and delete it. So once we do that, now we have a saved Google Sheets named Google Sheets. So what you would do is you'll just start typing things in. I have some data that I'll just paste in right now. If it takes a second, but there we go. Now I have some data that I have pasted in. Now this is something that's already been created. So the next thing that we want to look at is we want to look at how do we make this, like we have bold here and stuff. So say I want to change things to make them look a little different. Well, what I can do is I can use this stuff like I do in Google Docs, this bar up here that I'm playing with. So if I want to click, all I need to do is click on a box, and I can change, let's say, the text color for that box. So I could change all these up, and I could change this to, like, say, green, and I could change this to blue. Also, when I'm in here, I can change my font. So I can go to Comic Sans. I can do Monserrate. So I can change all that. If I want to change a full row, all I need to do is I grab it and I highlight that row. And I can change font size here. That changes everything. I can change the alignment by just moving it wherever I like. I kind of like things centered. So now if I would like to add, say that I have credit assignment 4 here, but I wanted to add a row, all I need to do here is I come here, I click on Insert, and I say Column. Now I want a column. Do I want it to the left or to the right? I have to decide that. So let's say I want it to the left. Now a column appears. Same thing with row. If I click on here and I go Insert, I can decide a row above or below. So let's say below, and I could add a class in there. And so that gives me so that I can put all that in. Now, when I pasted this before, all I did was I clicked on the box, I held down Alt and clicked, and then I just was able to choose paste. Another option for this would be if you go and find your little spot, you click here, you go File. Well, it's not in File. Edit. And you click Paste. So that you can, and if you go into Edit, you can cut and paste and move things around really easily. So if I wanted, let's say I wanted to cut and paste this one, I can go to File, Edit, cut, over here, go Alt and Paste, and we're good to go. So now say that I want, like here, I want to be able to make this a bigger cell. I can merge the two cells and they become one cell. But this was nice because what it'll do is allow me to actually have one heading for 2 different sections of data. So if I want to, if I go here, now I can center this. And so now I actually have 2 different sections. Now I don't have my lines, so I'm going to have to go in there and do some lines. So if I come here, the borders, you can choose where you want your borders. So I'll just click this one because it's the easiest. Boom, now I have my borders. Now I have credit to assignments and I have them here. So if I needed to have two different sets of data under that heading, I could. So those are the basics of what we do. Now, down here, if you look down here, we're on sheet 1. So sometimes you're going to want to have a document that has more than one sheet. So let's say that I wanted to put credit 1 on one sheet, credit 2, credit 3 on another. What I would do is I'd come down here. I can rename my sheet if I just go to rename. So I can say credit 1. And then if I go, all I need to do is come here and I can add another sheet. And then I can do the exact same thing here where I can rename this sheet to. And then that'll also, if I click on this, I can also change the color so that I have different color tabs. So that helps me to be able to do this. Now, the last thing that we need to do is, since you are using Google Sheets, you may want to have an Excel document that you already have that you want to upload. So to do that, you will need to go to your Google Drive. You need to go to New, do a File Upload. And then you'll need to find the Excel document on your computer. So and click upload, but then once you have the document uploaded, let's find one here. Google Sheet, those are all Google Sheets, I know. I have uploaded a Excel document to here. So if I click on it, and I've uploaded it, I have this SDI testing. Now I can double click on that. When it opens, I get this screen that is, it's a dark screen, but up right here in this box, it says open with. I can choose what I want to open with. Now, if I want to work with it, I use Google Sheets because then that gives me a workable document. If I just want a PDF, I can open it as a PDF. I'm going to click on Google Sheets. And there it is. Perfect. And so that is the basics of Google Sheets.